Hello, my dear friends. As you know, or may not know, my name is Brother Sean. I'm an enclosed Christian Franciscan monk who has embraced the Teo community of St. Francis, an interfaith lay monastic community. And I would like to share with you today the reason why many brothers and sisters have joined the Teo community. And it's not because we have become disillusioned with God or religion. It's because many of us have been alienated by our religious family. And that might sound totally strange to you. But many of us within the community who, because of our lifestyle or choices or the way we interpret what God is saying to our heart, we have been alienated because we dared to be different, and we're not different, because we have taken the message of Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, in its purest form. And the message is a message of simplicity. It's a message rooted in the ancient esoteric teachings of our brother and sister Essenes, given to us from Mount Sinai and Mount Carmel. And they're rooted in the gospel of love, because we believe that Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, came on this earth to bring a simple message. Surrender your hearts to love. Not an explosion of sexual love, but to experience an explosion of divine love. And it is my understanding of that love, embracing lay monasticism, I am more free now than when I was a conventional monk in the Catholic Church. But today, like in the time of Jesus, when he came into his full-time ministry at the age of 30, he spoke a simple message. As you know, he performed miracles, he touched lives. But he was a hunted man. He was hunted by the egos of his day. He was hunted by the church of his day. The rabbinical school, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and various other groups who were more really bothered about keeping up appearances and upholding the law for the sake of the law. And the law that Jesus challenged was a law that had become a shackle round the children of God's necks. It was a law that was devoid of love. It had lost its heart, as has happened today. And since the birth and death of Jesus, our teacher, our brother, the Son of God, we subscribe to the purest form of his teaching, which is to distance ourselves from dogma, to appreciate it, yes, but not to become embroiled by it. And I guess today the brothers and sisters of the Teo community of St. Francis, who represent the barefoot Galilean in the footsteps of Francis and Sri Chimoy, in the same footsteps of Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Archbishop Romero, the three great Teresas of Avila, Lisieux and Calcutta, we are encountering the same problems that Jesus encountered from the established Jewish authorities. In our case, it is the Christian church, the church that Jesus left a legacy of love to, where they're finding it extremely difficult to embrace us. They see us as a New Age movement. They see us as a movement that is not rooted in God. And they accuse our brothers and sisters, and myself included, as being heretics, Satanists, the Antichrist. Hurtful though they may be, we know that we follow in the footsteps of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. But the difference is we do not buy into an ancient tradition that alienates the heart from a loving Father, Mother God. And what is so tragic today is that so many beautiful men and women who've embraced Christianity, they have become lost in that minutiae of doctrine, where they are afraid to come and meet with brothers and sisters who are Christian, but who embrace all faiths. So why do we embrace all faiths and risk being decapitated the way we are? Is because the Father, Mother God and Jesus do not recognize labels and all the divisions that exist. They are an abomination to love. They're an abomination to the very beating heart of the mystical heart of God. And I truly do believe that the vision of St. Francis and from Jesus for the Teo community is to offer an olive branch to all faiths, to come around the table of love, light and blessing and honor the Father, Mother God, one God, through unity, compassion, forgiveness, love and peace. But what is lacking is tolerance and forgiveness. So as a member of the Teo community, I thank God I'm on the outside of the established church, because having lived in that church for 58 years, I know that I have not left that church. I am still a committed Catholic Christian in my heart, but I do not buy into that mindset of fear and control that I am a sinner. I am a child of God. And I thank God I'm on the outside looking in, because on the outside I'm free. But sadly, many of us have been alienated by the Church of Jesus Christ. And I now empathize with Gandhi when he says, I like your Christ, but not your Christians, because your Christians are not like your Christ. And that in itself isn't a condemnation from Gandhi, a holy man. It's a painful observation of what he encountered, like many of the mystics. But in today's generation, we are so blessed because many beautiful men and women who've been alienated by their church have a spiritual life, and they're hungry and they're searching for a practical way to demonstrate their love of God in fellowship, but not in a family that's corrupt, controlling, and preaching anti-love. So today, being a member of this loving community, though we are paying the price like Jesus did for daring to be different, what we're doing is not following our head. We are following our heart. And it's the spirit of change, the same spirit of God who inspired the early apostles and disciples to step out in faith. And that is the journey of being a member of the community of St. Francis, who embrace all faiths and none. We embrace love, divine love, rooted in the esoteric teachings of the Essenes and Jesus Christ. And we embrace a Father, Mother God, who cares passionately for all their children. Like Jesus said on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. We send a blessing to the established church, and we commit our lives to sending love, light and blessing and prayer to the Abrahamic faiths. Namaste.